The Imitation of Christ by Thomas à Kempis, Book 3, chapters 41 to 50. Chapter 46. Of having confidence in God when evil words are cast at us. My son, stand fast and believe in me. For what are words but words? They fly through the air, but they bruise no stone. If thou art guilty, think how thou wouldst gladly amend thyself. If thou knowest nothing against thyself, consider that thou wilt gladly bear this for God's sake. It is little enough that thou sometimes hast to bear hard words, for thou art not yet able to bear hard blows. And wherefore do such trivial matters go to thine heart, except that thou art yet carnal, and regardest men more than thou oughtest? For because thou fearest to be despised, thou art unwilling to be reproved for thy faults, and seekest paltry shelters of excuses. But look better into thyself, and thou shalt know that the world is still alive in thee, and the vain love of pleasing men. For when thou fleest away from being abased and confounded for thy faults, it is plain that thou art neither truly humble, nor truly dead to the world, and that the world is not crucified to thee. But hearken to my word, and thou shalt not care for 10,000 words of men. Behold, if all things could be said against thee which the utmost malice could invent, what should it hurt thee, if thou wert altogether to let it go, and make no more account of it than of a mote? Could it pluck out a single hair of thy head? But he that hath no heart within him, and hath not God before his eyes, is easily moved by a word of reproach. But he who trusteth in me, and seeketh not to abide by his own judgment, shall be free from the fear of men. For I am the judge and the discerner of all secrets. I know how the thing hath been done. I know both the injurer and the bearer. From me went forth that word. By my permission this hath happened, that the thoughts of many hearts may be revealed. Luke 2 verse 35. I shall judge the guilty and the innocent, but beforehand I have willed to try them both by a secret judgment. The testimony of men often deceiveth. My judgment is true, it will stand, and it shall not be overturned. It commonly lieth hid, and only to few in certain cases is it made known. Yet it never erreth, nor can err, although it seem not right to the eyes of foolish men. To me, therefore, must men have recourse in all judgment, and must not lean to their opinion. For there shall no evil happen to the just. Proverbs 12, verse 21. Whatsoever may be sent to him by God. Even though some unjust charge be brought against him, he will care little, nor again will he exult above measure, if through others he be clearly vindicated. For he considereth that I am he who try the hearts and reins. Psalm 7 verse 9, who judge not outwardly and according to human appearance. For often in mine eyes that is found blameworthy which in the judgment of men is held worthy of praise. O Lord God, O Judge, just, strong, and patient, who knowest the frailty and sinfulness of men, be thou my strength and my whole confidence. For my own conscience sufficeth me not. Thou knowest what I know not, and therefore ought I under all rebuke to humble myself and to bear it meekly. Therefore mercifully forgive me as often as I have not done this, and grant me the next time the grace of greater endurance. For better unto me is thine abundant pity for the attainment of thy pardon, than the righteousness which I believe myself to have for defence against my conscience, which lieth wait against me. Although I know nothing against myself, yet I am not hereby justified. 1 Corinthians 4 verse 4.